now for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. And I've been magic with the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dreams reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use up, can't treat you. Got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, it's crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money stacked up, it look like I'm foreign cars driving fast, I never.
Jonathan, what you say?
Yeah, out my problems, let me.
What you say?
All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits.
You want me to stop searching and you send out the invite?
Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dreams reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lap. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20 goons in them. Ice cream whip, triple school. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna blame me. No conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. I'ma run to the bed until we all got the.
I left out the franchise and came back in. Rolling loud. Lord, what? Goddamn uniform don't want to show up. Well, I hope this is what I picked.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man, I'll deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can.
Okay, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the Pacific Northwest, the home of the 12s, as it's called, CenturyLink Field in Seattle. Today we continue on in Wild Card Weekend with a great NFC matchup between the New Orleans Saints and the Seattle Seahawks. Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Give him a couple yards.
Jackson on first down.
That's
Nowhere
bullshit.
to escape, and he goes down. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too.
You said that boy got 1,000 yards in the regular season catching.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. That'll be complete
Good
to
shit.
Cook.
One thing you're hoping for when you're running
You was with him, you just couldn't stay with him.
In stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And he'll get it down here to the 43. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. From the gun, Jackson. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. A gain of 6 there on first.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson. Nowhere to
Dog,
escape,
I threw the
and
ball.
he goes down. Ezekiel Ansah. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback, because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
Now it's Jackson, and he finds Cook. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Oh, I just picked the play. I don't know what the fuck it is.
Here we go. Check. Walk 54.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. So 1st and goal, and an opportunity for our first points in this wild card game. Jackson from the shotgun. And it's intercepted
that
at
boy
the
wide
goal
open.
line. Trey Flowers picks it.
Oh, how this nigga fall over his own guy?
He's got the lane, and there he goes.
All the way. How this nigga fall over his own guy?
Touchdown. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
That boy Flowers has got him a goal to go.
For his team, not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tent.
That's your boy Old Mo. You said momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
Jason Myers now for the extra point.
Chicago PD.
And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
Come on there, rookie.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. Trying to get it to
Wow,
Thomas.
how you just... All right, never mind.
Picked up
2
by
yards
the
before.
linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line.
Okay.
He was trying to hit Thomas that time. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
They run it with Carson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Whenever you see 47, that's my rookie.
Check back 47. Touch 50, touch 50.
A first carry for the converted wideout, J.D. McKissick. And able to work his way down to the 16. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Hey, 0, 0, 0.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson steps away to his left. He can run. Touchdown, Seahawks.
Little fucker.
Now Myers for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Hold that ball. Oh, I ain't coming out.
And a fair catch signal for and taken successfully.
You better keep me short, making me run.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it, and they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
That nigga there is just retarded.
Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty good quarterback?
Fucking idiots, good job. Bat it down.
Learn from them, became great later.
Who would that be?
You ain't gonna catch a bitch, bat it down. Eli, you fucking
That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Wilson flushed out right. He'll try and run it. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
On comes the Seahawk kicker here on 4th down. It's Jason Myers. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. I got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense.
They ran onto the field. It's
what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
We know, but let me finish.
Okay.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
That nigga blocked
good
just
down
in
to
time,
possibly
boy.
take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. To throw is Jackson. Throw left side complete.
That's
That's
I thought he was out.
A Saints
I took my
first
hand off
down
the
there on
joystick.
a
I thought he
gain of
was out.
11.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
This quarterback now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Cassius Marsh, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
That nigga had all day and didn't throw the fucking ball. He ain't had nobody open.
Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Jackson now. Going up top. It's caught inside the 25. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 45 yards. So after the big play, look at this. All the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Throwing is Jackson to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked
If he
away.
had gunked it, like I wanted him to.
So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. The Seahawks take over now 1st and 10 at their own 13. They will run it. It's McKissick. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. It was Kendall Donnerson who made the stop on the defensive side.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now we give right side. It's Carson. He cuts right side on it. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Chris Carson taking it in. And the Seahawks
and they can spike the ball and it bounced back in his hand.
They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. That got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Now I got to get Flowers out of there.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience. Yeah. You know, take your time, first half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Murray. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to
Why are you trying to hurt my guy,
They become
man?
just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 42. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Here's Wilson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too.
14, run it.
On first down, Carson. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Sliding out of the pocket. He'll find Metcalf. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 36 yards on the play.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
Right there on the goal line.
Dixon taking it in as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. The touchdown all set up by the big play, one snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion.
This time for the short.
I like how they stuck with him there, right? The big pass play, got the momentum going, right? You create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
Yeah.
Myers connects.
Nobody told you accept the penalty. Decline, accept the penalty, motherfucker. You're giving me extra shots at him.
The kickoff unit is out on the field.
I heard your kicker next. Your kicker going out next. Oh, you slick bits.
This will be taken in at the 1. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does,
and they can say I came down wrong, Coach.
And potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half,
I have to look up at the fucking clock, you little
bastard. Will likely be the last play of the first half. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 35. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we come about halftime here in this NFC wild card matchup as we send you cross country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wild card bout. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads will be fairly clear by the time we have to leave the booth.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13.
Ain't no
Sure,
that
they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Back-to-back good plays. Have them on the move on first down. Well, this O-line's been great. They've got the big lead, so give them a pass there, I guess.
Yeah, I would think so, because if we were grading them on their performance in this game, a lot of pluses in their boxes so far.
The full start backs them up 5, first and 15. Now it's Wilson, and this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Come on!
There, but
Come on!
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end,
that nigga had hit that motherfucker, and he was supposed to be gone.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Wilson. He's going deep for Brown. And it's
Good back, rookies.
Incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
Now here's Michael Dixon. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
On the delay, this is Murray. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got just pin their ears back and get after him now.
And
wow,
goodness,
nigga bad today. Gone for another one.
Trey Flowers picks it.
Quarterback stop.
Defensively,
quarterback stop.
Coverage as a rookie QB. What lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. They run again with Carson. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
14.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play.
Come here,
and
kicker.
Officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And 4th down. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point piece of cake. Because it's probably not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. 6
Got it
yards
all
is the
before you got the
pickup,
nigga over there.
into a third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Now it's Jackson. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And
come on,
to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Well, I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter. As he'll go for it on fourth down. Here's Jackson to throw. That's to his running back, complete. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on fourth. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. A shotgun handoff. This is Murray now. Barkevius Mingo in that time on the tackle.
Got one.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Jackson going with a screen for Murray. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Jackson.
Oh, shit. I watched something totally different, son.
Get away, and he'll go down. Jaron Reed. What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11. Back now in Seattle, Washington. And this is a blowout so far.
And he
as we
was
get
wide
set
fucking open,
for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson looking here for Smith. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Brad McDougal. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When you go to the backup, let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. That's always puzzled me a little bit.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Chris Carson, 95 yards, as his guys continue to pour it on. The extra point now coming from Myers. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Almost got him. Turned in too late.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. Now it's Jackson. And my goodness, another interception. It's the linebacker, Michael Kendricks, and he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. After the interception, here's Wilson. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Marcus Davenport showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4.
Come on, you're supposed to catch it when he's batted. Come on, 30, bro. Son, them guys can drop 5 interceptions. I didn't count it.
You still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. From the right hash, this from 53. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand.
You like to kick it again. Hit him again. Eventually, he's going to decide to get hit.
Send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it out past the 30.
I mean, just say I only got 1 kicker. I'm trying to sit him down for you.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Looking to throw. Jackson. And this is caught.
You like that, huh?
That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. Had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Back to throw. Jackson. And this is
that was my goal right there.
Up the late touchdown here, but still down
just
big.
the score,
Look, this is a team, Charles. They faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division, but they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game, a message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
Will Lutz on for the point after. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick
bullshit.
try.
He touched that ball.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Wilson wants to throw it. He's going deep for Brown. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again. Wilson. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Right up the middle.
Wilson in the offense not coming off the field. They're going for it on 4th. 4th down. Here's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. It's caught inside the 25. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter.
Losing, boy, I lost, boy. Shut up.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Yep.
This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
I could have got past that block right there. He was gone.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today.
Really?
Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. To throw is Jackson. To throw again. And he fires one.
I just want to know what the fuck.
Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple.
I got to do it at least one time. Huh? My rookie? I played him the whole year. Hey, my rookie playing the whole year. Rookie cornerbacks, rookie linemen, rookie safeties. Come on, you little motherfucker. You only got like 30 seconds.
Times we've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. And this one complete to Smith. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. So Breeze is going to stay out there, and they're going to go for this on 4th down. Breeze going to go on 4th down. Pressure comes.
I was just running off the clock, G.
That's
all. Got 2 seconds.
Cassius Marsh and the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Oh, Wilson going to throw. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And they are going to score again.
2 seconds, that's all it took.
Another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
After each game, a player gets graded on his performance. And that's
Maybe
every
I get one more
play
hit
of the game. So while that was the last play and it didn't change the outcome, he's still going to get kudos for playing it to the end.
The extra point up and good, but this one was decided anyway, as that will be the final action in this ball game. And a disappointing way to close out the season. He got into the playoffs but couldn't really make any noise.
Still a good season. Some might call it a great season when they get away from it a little bit. But they also will all look at their own errors, their own mistakes, and wonder how they could have played a little bit better. So if they get in this position again, they'll be ready to win.
For 260.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis.
I'm just patting his stats, dog.
And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. It's a win for the Seahawks here as we say so long from Seattle.
I scored. That's all that matters. They looked it ugly from the start. Got all the milestones done almost. Indeed, Lord. Alright, what I want? Alright, Drew, you gotta play J-Rod. Oh, you gotta play Emmanuel. Emmanuel at work.
Camera action, living in a dream. Now my music they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's it with the broadcast.
All I do is